Hi, I'm Lawrence from Bible Unhinged with another video to make you think. Today let's talk about Palm Sunday, but not in the way you might expect. We all know the traditional story. Jesus rides into Jerusalem on a donkey. Crowds wave palm branches, shouting, "Hosanna!" It's a beautiful picture of triumph and celebration, right? But what if we've been missing something crucial? Let's dig deeper. Most people see Palm Sunday as this glorious moment of recognition, Jesus finally getting the praise he deserves. But here's where it gets interesting. What if this wasn't actually a moment of triumph, but rather a profound demonstration of human fickleness? Think about it. In Matthew 21:1-11, we see these massive crowds laying down their cloaks and palm branches, treating Jesus like royalty. Fast forward just a few days, and many of these same people are probably in the crowd shouting, Crucify him." That's a pretty dramatic shift, isn't it? But here's where I want to challenge our traditional understanding. We often condemn these people for their apparent hypocrisy, but what if Jesus orchestrated this entire event precisely to demonstrate this human tendency? Look at Luke 19:41-44. Right in the middle of this triumphant entry, Jesus weeps over Jerusalem. He's not basking in the glory, he's grieving. Consider this. In Jewish tradition, palm branches were symbols of nationalist pride and victory. By riding in on a donkey, fulfilling Zechariah 9:9, Jesus wasn't just presenting himself as the Messiah. He was deliberately subverting their expectations of what a Messiah should be. The people wanted a political liberator, but Jesus was offering something entirely different. Here's another angle. John 12:16 tells us that even the disciples didn't understand what was happening until after Jesus was glorified. Could it be that Palm Sunday isn't primarily about celebration, but about exposing our own misconceptions about God's kingdom? Mark's account is particularly interesting. In Mark 11:11, after all the excitement, Jesus simply looks around the temple and leaves because it was late. No grand speech, no revolutionary declaration, just a quiet exit. Doesn't that seem odd for a supposed triumphant entry? So here's what I'm suggesting. What if Palm Sunday isn't really about triumph at all? What if it's actually about Jesus holding up a mirror to human nature, showing us how quickly we can shift from praise to rejection when God doesn't meet our expectations? This challenges us to ask, how often do we praise God only when he fits our agenda? Are we any different from that Jerusalem crowd, waving palm branches one day and walking away the next when things don't go as we expected? The traditional view of Palm Sunday focuses on the celebration, but maybe we should focus more on Jesus' response to it. His weeping, his quiet departure, his knowledge of what was to come. Perhaps this day isn't about triumph at all, but about the profound gap between human expectations and divine reality. What do you think? Are we missing something deeper in this familiar story? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, sometimes the most important spiritual truths come when we're willing to question our assumptions and look at familiar stories with fresh eyes. Keep wrestling with these ideas. I'll see you in the next video.